Hi. I literally realized that I forgot to get my water cup, so we're just gonna hope that my voice stays okay. It is back. Also, what is this wisp of hair? I feel like I'm getting like, actually, never mind. I don't need to hear about my sad hair struggles and why I have like random puffs. Anywho, I literally cannot believe it's already November, but I also can't believe I'm actually doing my October live stream the 1st of November, which is like basically the end of the month. Like that's really good for me because the past couple months I feel like it's been like a little delayed. So actually high five there. And if you're noticing that gap over there on the shelf, it's because I got some new YouTube merch swag and I need to figure out how I want to do the whole shelf. So I took some stuff off and now I realize I should have again set it up before filming. But you live and you learn, you live and you learn. So we're going to start off with the positive or whatever, the check-in about the goals being my goals. I can't check in for your goals. So for my first goal, New York filmmaker, I'm still counting that as completed since I, had my film screened in 2 different film festivals in New York City. I'm counting that as a New York filmmaker. And it's my goal. So if I say it counts, it counts. For my Bible in a year goal, I really need to lock in. It's not funny because I have 56 readings left that I need to do. And I have 60 days to do it. So, including today. So I really got to do my Bible in a year after this live stream. Um, yeah, so it's possible. It's still possible, but it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. But please pray for me that I can do my Bible in a year. I just need to do it. Like I can do it with 4 days to spare. But like, am I going to do it on Christmas? No. So like, I gotta get into it. As far as my fluids goal, I am like drinking water and juice and like trying to hydrate myself much better than I was doing at the beginning of the year. Absolutely, no doubt about it. But I was crazy when I said I wanted to be drinking 65 like fluid ounces a day. Sorry, 64 because that's not happening. And I think I'm accepting that's not going to happen this year. So I'm not sure if for this month and next month I want to try to do like half the goal. And then I also have to be like tracking it again. Because I kind of was like giving up. Like I'm just trying to focus on definitely drinking more fluids during the day. And I am noticing like along with my medications and stuff, but like I am noticing like I've had less migraines. My energy level still kind of sucks, but like I do feel like overall I'm drinking more fluids. Also because I'm noticing that I'm thirsty more. So I think like I'm getting more used to drinking more water. So then when I like drink less water, I'm like, oh, I notice it sooner. That's my understanding, anyways, of what's happening. As far as my extroverted goal, I went to tons of events. A lot of them had to do with my film or the New York Film Festival. I went to like a filmmaker meet and greet and a reception, et cetera, all this stuff. So thumbs up all around there. My other personal goal, literally crickets, no movement. It's okay. Because my reading goal, I'm up to 35 books this year, which is crazy. If you told me that I was going to be reading 35 new books, actually, sorry, wait. One of the books on my app has been 34. So it's like 34 new books this year. I would not have believed you because I did such a bad job of reading books in general last year, let alone like new books. And I'm not loving all the books I'm reading, admittedly. But I will give a shout out. It's not sponsored, but Storegraph should sponsor me. I don't know, I can't speak today because their genre challenge has like really been pushing me to read different things that I never would have read otherwise. And even if I don't love it, like the book, I still think it's really valuable to like push my boundaries of what like media I'm consuming. So that's been really good. For my financial goal, budget's looking really good. I do have to finish or I guess set up my page Excel spreadsheet for the new month today. I haven't done that yet for the new month, but overall it's looking really good. It does help that in October I was working like full time for the whole month again. So that obviously helps make the budget look better when there's stuff coming in. My volunteer hours are back up again. Although this month was a little rough because I lost my voice and I couldn't sing in the choir as much as I was planning to. But now that I'm like back in the choir and like volunteering those hours, which is like 3 hours a week basically, provided well, I guess 3.5 hours a week, providing actually everything goes to plan. I'm like absolutely hitting my 8 hours for the month, which is great. My violin, I actually wrote LOL. because that did not make no progress was made on the violin this past month. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time doing that one. Like the other ones, like even like Bible in a Year, which has been kind of slow for me to do, like I can do it. But the violin one, I don't know. Like maybe it's because my violin I keep in the other room, because there's really not enough space in here. Like this room's always getting kind of messy already. So I don't know. I don't know how to like make that better because I want to be playing the violin more. And I do feel that now that I'm in the choir again and I'm like holding up my binder and stuff, I feel like my arms are getting that like kind of you don't even realize that like that casual holding stamina, which should only help the violin and like vice versa. So I don't know what it is like about it. Like it's I just have to walk like 10 feet, right? So I gotta figure out like the blocker there because I don't mind if I sound bad or squeaky. Like my parents have heard me play a variety of instruments like my whole life, right? Like they're used to me even singing, right? Like making music that does not sound good. So it's not like there's some expectation that I sound, like Bach's number one prodigy. Like I don't know why, like what's with my head there. And when it comes to a new place that I went to, I'm gonna count that I went to this like armory venue in Philadelphia as a new place. I also went to like a variety of like new restaurants and stuff. I just feel like that has less, it feels like less of an exploratory vibe. Because I feel like I'm trying a new food, but I'm also like exploring a new place. But again, that's like a personal preference on what I'm counting versus not counting. Because again, it's my goal. So if I feel like I'm accomplishing it, that's really the important part. I do feel like overall for the year, ultimately, I'll probably have like a 50-50 accomplished, which I don't remember how many I had accomplished at the end of last year. So I might count that like in December. Oh, I'm going to yawn. Oy vey. I might do a count, to see everything. I mean, my favorite thing to do is also, like, count up my quality of life score, and see if I hopefully have gone up over the year. It'd be kind of depressing if my quality of life score went down, but whatever. Be also unrelated, but something I had started doing this month because I was feeling a little depressed. I had, like, a depression period moment. I started collaging. My family gets, like, the Wall Street Journal magazine, so I started cutting them up, and making collages. Like, look, so on this side, it says, this is in the book, there is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve the fear of failure. And on this page now, there was like a sheep sticker already that I put in. So I added this sheep cutout because everyone wants a sheep cutout. Am I right? Am I right? And then I put some quotes, like this lovely quote from Jacob Elordi, which is I just thought was funny. I literally just go to premieres. I don't really acknowledge attention. And I thought it'd be fun to put that next to this sheep who is like very clearly acknowledging attention, right? Like this sheep is the diva of the whole mountain. So, is it a bad sign that I started collaging along with like scrapbooking and everything? Maybe, but I'm going to think of it as a healthy coping mechanism for seasonal depression and, being dark outside. But now that we've discussed myself and I have discussed myself. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you're watching it live, I've seen a couple people popping in. You feel free to comment in the chat. And if you're watching it on the replay, you can always comment in the regular comment section down below. I do like comments, but of course, no pressure, especially I know sometimes live, it's like, ackle. And but yeah, so to the month itself, I feel like this month went by. I know I always say this, but it feels like it went by so quickly. I think it's because the beginning of the month I was really like on overdrive because I was finishing up going to the New York Film Festival for the first kind of like week and a half of October, which was amazing. I do still need to film the long form video. My plan is to hopefully do that tomorrow or on Monday. My voice was like gone for a week and a half. It was really bad. I don't really know where it went. I had a slight cough a little, but like nothing else. And I was annoyed because like I got my flu shot and my COVID shot, and then I like just had no voice. Like, where'd she go? But the film festival was literally amazing. I still am kind of in awe. I do feel like now that it's been a little bit longer, my brain has at least sort of processed better because I do think initially, as I think I said in my last live stream, like my brain felt like it wasn't even like working properly because I had seen so much, like so many movies and like so much like interesting information was being gleaned. And I feel like my brain was just like it couldn't contain everything properly. So I do feel like now I have a better sense of like the world at large in that regard. I do still think that seeing Marty Supreme for the surprise screening was like an insane film because the opening like credit sequence is crazy. Like, you guys are not prepared for when that comes out and you can watch it yourselves. I do not wanna spoil it, but I was shooketh, okay? Shooketh in the theater, and I think everyone else we were all gagged, you know? I mean, some people were, like, obviously laughing, but everybody was like, "Oh my goodness." I still can't believe we got tickets for that, honestly. My friend, shout out to checking your email aggressively, on the weekend. That's the best way to do it. Um, and then basically it was just then I had like a sort of a chill week. And by chill week, I mean I was working. I do feel like honestly, probably the reason also October felt like went faster than September is because I was working full time again in October versus I'd only worked for sort of half the month in September. Um, yeah, so probably working really was a big reason now that I think about it. It also is crazy because, at my current job, I spend some days I'm just, like, shooting, but then I'm just doing a lot of editing on the other days, and I do feel like when I'm on the days that I'm just editing, I literally wanna, like, take my computer and, like, fling it, like, off a cliff or something at the end of the day, and not because it's frustrating to edit, I enjoy editing, just because I've been spending, like, so much time at the computer and even when I use my, like, second monitor, sometimes it's just, like, so much computer, so much screen, and, like, I'm thinking I almost feel like I need to dig out my blue light glasses again, which I literally keep, like, in my desk, like, they're right here, like, they're very close to me. I just don't know if they actually do anything, but maybe, like, maybe I should be doing it preventatively, I don't know. But regardless of working, I also went to some filmmaker events for my film festivals that my film got into. It had its world premiere at the New York Shorts International Film Festival, which was very fun in the animation block. The films were so good. I honestly got, like, some imposter syndrome, to be honest. I mean, there were a lot of different animation styles, but, like, I was like, "How did my film get into this festival?" Like, look at these amazing other projects, and I know imposter syndrome is, like, kind of normal, I think for, like, emerging artists and I guess anybody really. So, I definitely have to work on that internally, but it was really cool to see my film, like, on the big screen, and then literally just a couple days well, I guess a week later, ultimately, then it was screened again in Queens at the Sunnyside Shorts Film Festival, which was really fun as well. That one was we had like a live Q&A, and there was a Q&A after the first one, but we had like explicit questions at the first Q&A versus the one at Sunnyside. There were actually like audience questions. And although my voice had started to go that day, I was excited to get a couple questions like specifically about my film. And it's just really exciting to be like, making a project and then people are watching it and, like, live. My senior thesis film ended up doing really suspiciously well on YouTube, to be honest. You should watch it if you haven't, A Train Right Away. Um, and I did screen it. It got to a couple festivals, college categories, and it was watched, like, at school, the thesis screening, and a lot of people saw it, which is really nice for me, like, very validating as, like, a filmmaker, but there's something, like, just, like, extra special, I think, about, like, being there while other people are watching it live. It's just it's like, this is why like, obviously, you make a project, like, sort of for you, but also, like, I wanna make a movie that people watch because, that's how the medium is conveying the story. Like, if I make a movie and no one watches it, it's not going to leave a positive impact on the world like I'm hoping it will. So, it's just really cool to be, like, in the room when other people are watching your piece, and also then I get to watch other people's movies, and, I watch a lot of I haven't seen that many short films, like, since I really kind of graduated college, I feel like, so it's just I don't know, it's just really fun, and because I like that stuff, obviously, like, it's kind of what I love to do. It's just, like, a really rewarding thing, and it was also nice in a way because I watched, like, a ton of, long, like, feature films in the New York Film Festival, and then I got to watch all these shorts, in these, like, kind of more these smaller festivals, and it's just really nice, honestly. It felt very, like, affirming for me as a as a young aspiring filmmaker, I guess. I don't really have anything, like, more interesting to say about it. It's just really nice, and for all of my amazing supporters and fans who are like, "Why can't I watch your short yet?" Until I'm done submitting it places, it can't be played online, in a public format, like on YouTube, because that would make it ineligible for certain festivals. Now, I have no idea if it's gonna get into any more or not, but I want to make it at least possible. I don't wanna disqualify myself in the film, so it will just have to wait a bit longer, potentially, like, 6 more months, honestly, until I've kind of seen if I've gotten it to other places or not. So, if you're really curious about it, you can either try to find it at a festival that goes somewhere else, or be patient at the rate that the world seems to be going and time is passing. It'll be here sooner than you know it, which is terrifying, really. But what can I say? Oh, this is me very excitedly under the sign. Unfortunately, there was scaffolding, which was kind of annoying, but I was still really happy. Scaffolding or not, I was still happy to be there and presenting my film. And my mom came, my friend came, and then the second one, my twin sister came, and my other friend came. So felt very supported, very loved by the community, which is just really, really nice. Like there's, I don't know what else I can ask for. This was my total diva outfit for the other screening. Anytime I get to bring out this blazer, I'm like, Jackie Kennedy, who? Because I'd worn my purple blazer for the other event, and I didn't want to wear the same blazer twice. Actually, I realized this was the blazer I wore to the filmmaker reception, and I wore my leather jacket to the other screening. Whatever. My brain's it's not even that late, and my brain is like not cooperating. Great. But that's what happens when it's been a long, busy month, I guess. Thank goodness we get that extra hour of sleep tonight because I need to fall back. Okay. I love falling back. Springing forward, thumbs down. Falling back, two thumbs up, right? And then I spent some extra time with the dog because my parents had been away a bit. So I got him like kind of bookended. And it's just like beautiful. I mean, I think this is the video that I actually shared on already, but like you can't beat the East Coast. He's gonna come eventually in the fall. Like, look at him. Look at him running. Look at that dramatic diva dog as he flies through the air. Woo! I mean, it's just beautiful. Beautiful when you're looking outside, and I'm like, "This is what I missed when I was in California," right? Like, I missed leaves and trees and the smell of fall and fresh air. You cannot replicate this smell, with a candle. You really can't. So, just feeling really grateful for that. And then I saw 2 shows this month. One of them was planned, and then was a lottery win for my twin. We saw Ragtime, which we bought the tickets a bit ago through the LinkTix 35 under 35. If you are under 35 years old, but at least 21, you should sign up for LinkTix, okay? Because it was a little bit, we did have to wait in a queue. There was like a bloodbath in a way to get tickets, but like you have the opportunity to get like much more affordable tickets and still like plan for it versus lottery win tickets can be cheap, but you can't like plan in advance the same way. But yeah, we saw Ragtime. This is me holding my like special edition of like the film at Lincoln, not film Lincoln Center, just like the Lincoln Center booklet. We also got a separate program. It was, I have like no words. I was at crying. It was amazing. It's so beautiful. Joshua Henry, his voice is like unreal. It's unreal, honestly. You have to watch it or at least like look him up on TikTok or on YouTube. Look up Ragtime, Joshua Henry. Like you will not regret it. I promise. It's an incredible, incredible production. And I mean, the story of Ragtime is also like a moving story all the time. And I know everyone always says this, but like it's especially timely now because it is a story of class and racism. There's immigrants. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's some sexism in there too, because, just throwing everything in for good measure. But it's such a moving piece. And I just feel like everyone should watch it right now or listen to the music or both. And yeah, 10 out of 10, 5 stars, incredible. I'm so grateful that we were able to go. And yeah, it was just like really good. I mean, honestly, it was hard then to see like another show this month because Ragtime was like, you know, so good. It was like so high up there. It's kind of like hard to compare because it's just like, incomparable basically. However, we did, me and my twin, we did also see The Queen of Versailles, which with Christian Chenoweth. And I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was like really good. I I think I was a little nervous because I saw Redwood earlier in the year with Idina Menzel, and Idina Menzel, of course, has an insane voice, but I didn't love Redwood as a show like that much, and I was a little nervous that Queen of Versailles was gonna be a similar way, but I thought it was really good. I thought the music was very good. The first half, I would say, the first act had like better music, but it's not like the second act like totally went off the rails because sometimes that happens. So I highly recommend very glittery outfits as well by Kristen Chenoweth acting as Jackie Siegel. So I was very impressed. I loved the idea of it's not a spoiler because I love the idea of having some Versailles like in the 1700s compared to like Versailles, in Florida, which is obviously not in 1700s. I thought it was really good. I don't want to say too much more than that because it is still in previews. But if you're thinking about it and being like, "Ooh, I would love to see Kristen Chenoweth," but like I'm not sure, I recommend. I thought it was really good. There were some like again political tones because if you know the Queen of Versailles documentary, like it's not a documentary that's like glorifying this much overconsumption and exploitation of resources. So I think like if you are aware of the documentary, the musical doesn't like isn't like a crazy political pivot. If you just are thinking like Kristen Chenoweth big rich house, you might be surprised. But I do recommend. I thought it was quite good, especially if you're in the New York area. Enter the lottery. That's how me and my sister saw it. Like right now, especially since it's in previews, like not a lot of people are talking about it yet. So this is could be your time to enter the lottery and win. Do not hold it against me though if you do not win at the lottery, but just my unsolicited opinion, this could be a good time. And let's see, anything else? Oh yeah, I literally went to Philadelphia. I was shooting the Philadelphia Coffee Festival. I got some tea because I'm not a coffee drinker. My friend got coffee because she likes coffee, and it was really fun. I was really surprised how many people showed up. Honestly, like I wasn't really sure how many people knew about the coffee festival, but it got really crowded. So I'm really happy that as like the photographer, we got to come in like a little early, like the VIP entrance, so that way I could get some like good detail shots before it got totally like overwhelmingly crowded. And it did smell a lot like coffee. I don't mind the smell of coffee, in, like, small doses. Again, I'm not a coffee drinker, but even I was feeling a bit like, "Oh my goodness." But I think if you loved coffee, like, you were probably living your best life at this place because there were, like, all these different samples of coffee and all these people who know a lot about coffee, so I didn't know it was a thing, but it made me wanna know, like, what other random niche festivals are there? Like, is there a juice festival? Because 'Cause I'm a juice drinker, right? Or lemonade? I love lemonade, like, lemonade hates to see me coming, you know? And then me and my friend, we went square dancing, which was really fun. And then I guess it was best this week again. I saw Queen of Versailles, and I have been working, and that really wraps up everything. And then, of course, Halloween. I got to give out candy, which was very exciting because my mom has been away and my dad, he could have given out some candy. He gave out a little bit, but for the most part, it was me. And I wore like my orange cardigan and my like spooky Halloween shirt. And it was really fun, honestly, to like open the door and be like, Happy Halloween. All the kids like trick or treat. It was really cute. And Cal, the dog, was a little barky, but he got over himself, sort of. And then my dad took him on a walk as well. And we put him in his Captain America like hoodie so that he was dressed up as well. Overall, it was a really nice month. I I am I am just, like, shocked that it's already November. In some ways, it feels like it's been, like, the shortest and longest year. If you are watching this before election day, please go vote. I am biased. I would like you to vote for your progressive candidates, Democratic candidates, but please vote. Please vote, yeah. Yay, voting. If you're allowed to vote, vote early, vote on the day of. Doesn't matter if you vote early or on the day of, as long as you're voting and getting your voice out there because it is your like right and duty, I believe, as a citizen, if you are a citizen of the US who's able to vote, to do so. And with that being said, I am going to drink some water because I am regretting not having my water cup. And I will see you very soon. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment. Please subscribe. Do all the things. And I will see you, next time.